My name is Bill Gladstone. I'm a literary agent. As a side gig, I started a company called DC NFT.
Like a lollipop, but don't lick it.
I obviously don't moderate a lot of panels. Anyway, as a side gig, we started a nice little NFT company. We just completed a $10 million drop of calligraphy, and we're in the middle of a $25 million drop for Addison Taylor Fine Jewelry. So, for some reason, they thought that gave me some qualifications to lead this panel. I disagree, but I do what I'm told. I'm so delighted that we have Wayne Scot Lukas. We've just started working together. He's extreme. He knows everything about this topic. He should be the moderator, but then he couldn't answer his own questions. You've already met our wonderful fill-in, ad-lib, toe-tapping dance maven,
Hello,
Adryenn
everybody.
Ashley, and I've just met Timo. And I don't know anything about Timo, so I'm going to start the panel. Timo, what can you tell us about from fashion to luxury goods and everything in between?
I think there's a really timely. It's just such a definitely something that I have been had my eye on since hearing. I grew up with Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss. I've known them since we were teenagers, and they were like, "This should be on your radar." And I wish that I had it more on my radar when they told me. But I think that right now, as a brand founder and as someone who collects, whether it's a couture, blazer or something that is a collectible, and I love what you have over here. I mean, that is sort of thing. I travel the world and collect brands, and I think the authentication and the really unique capabilities of what we're looking at with NFTs is very exciting.
And what have you NFT?
So I'm actually 3 months out from something that I cannot talk about.
Well, that's okay. Then we'll move right on.
You mean you actually are doing pre-planning and pre-launch marketing and all of those things that you're supposed to do? You're not saying I'm a brand and going to a developer and saying I'm going to launch in a week?
So, yeah, there will definitely be some Timo Weiland stuff in the meantime, but the really exciting thing is 3 months out.
Awesome. So when it comes to fashion in 2017, when ERC 721 came out, I was working with a brand that was actually going to, or did, do NFT certifications for luxury goods. So when you were buying a Louis Vuitton purse, you knew it was an actual Louis Vuitton. The ownership transfer would go through, and that whole thing.
Well, you were a little early. How'd that go?
Oh, it went great. It's still going. So this is the whole point. I've been in since 2009. I'm just a lot older than I look. But luxury goods and fashion have always been on my radar for NFTs. And now when you've got this whole metaverse thing, and I'm like, I want to wear this particular outfit that I would never dare wear in public. I'll wear it in the metaverse.
Okay.
For sure.
Well, let's give Wayne a big round of applause and tell us. He's the life of the party. If you get a chance to spend 10 minutes with him, it'll make your whole week. So, tell us a little bit about how you got involved with NFTs and what you're doing. I know you've got the Tina Turner dress there, but you're also involved with something related, I think, to Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I did you guys see Access Hollywood last week? Hello, I did the wardrobe malfunction. I created the outfit that was a wardrobe malfunction, and the best part is, Janet's kept it a secret for 18 years, and Bill is going to be the NFT company to release the secret. So in the next 3 months, no one knows this. This is breaking news. Janet is going to put out her documentary, which I'm going to be in, but in the documentary, we're going to release an NFT the week before that's going to show what really happened at the wardrobe malfunction. So we thought nobody cared, but it seems like everybody cares, because why keep a secret for 18 years? So that's my Janet Jackson story, but what's happening with my Tina Turner story is, like he had said, there's so many iconic outfits that we all have and that we wear, and there's things that wear out. There's your favorite pair of jeans you can never get again, and you want to remember them, you want to have those pieces in your life. And as they leave your life, they don't have to anymore in this metaverse. So you can create this whole personality of who you were in your favorite jean, who you were in your favorite bra top, your favorite shirt, your favorite clubbing outfit. You create this personality and it lives on forever. And that's the process of collectible stuff. And if you notice today, what we have is, we have a bunch of people that don't know each other. We actually created a metaverse here. And as you buy collectible pieces from today, you all become a blockchain of our life. And we stay connected today, straight through to the next event and the next event. And that's something to clap for. We stay together, and the blockchain of these NFTs connects us. It's not about how you spend and how you collect. It's about finding things you love, connecting with people you love here, and sharing advice. And then always in that blockchain from today, we stick together. And you've created your own living metaverse, because other than that, we stay separated like during the lockdown and during COVID. So life has turned into this new world, and if we can share together up here and decide what we want to do, how we want to collect, and support each other in those collections, the world is going to change. So what I'll say really fast, the dress over here was designed by Gianni Versace. It's a skirt and it's a bustier. I bought it because Tina Turner is very sick right now. We don't know how long she's going to make it. Gianni Versace was murdered right after the dress was designed. So I have these two pieces, and I thought I'll put them in a museum someday when I pass away, that it was my big moment. But then I thought, wouldn't it be better to sell it, give it to charity as an NFT? I'm doing a charity for abused women because Tina had suffered for so long. I'm doing a charity for Action Against Hunger, and I'm doing a charity for Every Mother Counts to help mothers all over the world get health care and get care for their children. So, yeah, it's good, right? So the best part is, Tina Turner, from her bed in Zurich, is able to help everybody with a dress that we've already seen and loved. So the magic of being able for you guys to be involved in NFTs that give back to charity, NFTs for the greater good, I think God is in the room. I mean, I hate to say that, but I really think that the magic is in the room. So you make the money, you share the money, you give to charity, and we spread it all around. So Tina's piece, it'll never be made again. You'll never find it again. Gianni hand-stitched it inside Gianni Versace. The label was retired after he was murdered. So that label will never be there again. So it's one of the special pieces. And then I shot a supermodel, Cara Young, in the dress last week to show you how the dress can come back alive. So there's 111 photos of Cara Young in the dress, and it was Tina Turner's favorite magic number. So those are for sale in a block.
Yeah.
And then the NFT pieces.
Well, I just want to mention, because I think the dress is going for $250 and up, I believe.
I think we're starting at $250,000.
Yeah, for the dress. But since not everyone has an extra $250 lying around, the NFT is only $2,000.
The photos are $2,000.
And the NFT, there's only 111. You can imagine what they'll be worth 5-10 years from now. So I really encourage everybody in this room, go out and buy 2 or 3 of them. You'll be very happy you did.
When Tina passes away, the NFTs will go through the roof. As sad as that is, it's nice to collect a piece of history.
Yeah. And the NFTs also, 25% goes to charity as well.
And then I give another percentage to charity.
Yes, so it'll be higher.
It really is about spreading it around and kind of sharing everything. And this is what the world's about, I think. This is how we can expand NFTs to help people and just not be collecting things for ourselves and creating a metaverse.
And if I'm assuming correctly, because these are NFTs, that means that charitable giving just keeps on giving, because every time they're transferred, there's a royalty, and that royalty refunds the treasury for the donations.
That's a really great point. And when we sell the NFT of Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction, oh, it wasn't a malfunction. When we sell that NFT, that's going to keep going back also to charity. I picked 2 charities for that to go to.
And related to that, let's give Marla a chance to speak, because we are doing something that's never been done before. We're using NFTs to authenticate these diamonds, but also to put some special clauses that will be required of, it's not just you can buy these diamonds, you have to agree there's 3 diamonds that will be in a film, and you have to agree to allow these diamonds to be in the film. There's a treatment that's been written that allows the diamonds actually to be the star of the film. don't want to give away too much more, but Marla, why don't you describe a little bit what you guys are doing, not just with the Trinity collection, but also one of the diamonds that you brought just for this Basel Art Week.
Yeah, so this is fascinating. This is so exciting to be here. I just learned about NFTs not too long ago through Bill. And who would think that being in the diamond business, that this is something where we would be headed to, but this is where the world's going, isn't it? And really what's incredible about doing the NFTs along with the diamonds is that we're able to create a legacy for the future generations. I can't tell you how many times someone has come to us and has lost their GIA certificate. So along with the diamond, for those of you who do not know about this industry, is that you will get something called a GIA certificate, which is virtually your birth certificate. So what it does is it authenticates your stone. But so many people lose these certificates during life happens, right? Exactly. Or an appraisal. Maybe you'll get an appraisal for insurance and they can't find it. But what's going to be able to happen now with these NFTs is that no one will ever be able to dispute your diamond anymore. So this is fascinating what we're able to do in this metaverse now. So this whole thing started to unfold when Scott here and we shared with Bill these 3 rare stones that we have. You cannot find these anywhere else in the world. Extremely rare. We have a 40 carat yellow, brownish, heart-shaped diamond. We also have an 8.5 chameleon diamond set in a necklace that has never been made before. And yes, and I don't know if anyone here knows about a chameleon diamond, but if you haven't heard about a chameleon diamond, if you think of the chameleon, the reptile, what does it do? It changes colors. Well, that's exactly what this incredible rare stone does. It changes colors before your eyes. We have only had a few people actually see this and view it in person, and it has brought tears to their eyes. So just magnificent. And then the third item, the third gem that's part of this Trinity collection is a 15.36 cushion cut modified radiant diamond ring. You've never seen anything like this in your life. When you look inside of this stone, it's as if you're looking into the universe. And so the metaverse, thank you. I've been corrected. I stand corrected. Hello. So these 3 stones, we were told, represent the ceremony of peace for the world. So again, as Wayne mentioned, how we're all interconnected here, all of us. We're not different from one another. This is all about the ceremony of peace. And no coincidences that that's what this stands for. And isn't that what we're doing with the NFTs? Trying to create good in the world, common good, to change the way we see how life is right now, how we're all separated and divided. Well, this is going to create unity among all of us. And we're going to create this legacy with these 3 stones and their authenticity, and no one will ever be able to dispute them. And so we have created a movie, now because of the ceremony of peace, there's now a movie that's going to be created because of these incredible 3 gems.
I'll tell you, the universe is full of surprises. I did not know who Queen, I apologize in advance if I mispronounce her name, Niambi, she's the Queen of the Congo, an actual queen descended from royalty. And the movie script is going to be altered so that she actually participates in the final ceremony of the movie wearing these gems. I want Scott to tell us a little bit, because everything is for charity. Scott and Marla have had their own charity. Talk a little bit about the intention stick and how that is helping children throughout the world.
Thank you, Bill, and so grateful to be here, and just truly the love in the world, in this room, and well, should be in the world, which we're working on, but just feeling all the love today, it's overwhelming in a great way. So the Trinity collection The Trinity collection came to us as such a gift to share with the world for humanity. And through that, the Tree of Life, the intention stick that you may have seen Marla and I wearing, this is all about unifying mankind. This is bringing us back together, that we can finally understand there is no black, white, pink, yellow, brown. There is no Christian, Jewish, Buddhist, Muslim, Hindu, Sikh, that we are all the same, that we already are one, but we forgot. Or that we were told someone's better because of color, religion, money, education. It's the furthest from the truth. There's no one better in this world than anyone else. There's no one worse. We're all the same if we can just see that within each and every one of us. And this, and the Trinity, and everything we're doing is to make sure with our mission through our foundation that the money's going to gift to start 22 million of the intention sticks to the children. We know it will be in the billions, and even if it is our last breath until the day we transition, we will make sure that every child in this world feels loved, that someone believed in them, that they matter, they have purpose, and they can dream. They are not limited, they are limitless when someone believes in them. And it's been proven that when someone believes in a child, they can dream, they can grow up and be leaders in their family, their community. It keeps them alive, that one person believed in them.
And they also brought the Canary Diamond here, which has a bid right now of $500,000, hopefully, which is a steal because the price of diamonds went up 5% on Friday. So that basis alone, $525. I hope somebody in this room bids on it because again, 25% of the sale from that diamond will go towards the intention stick. But let's get back to non-luxury goods. Timo, what are you doing? What is going to be the price points for the NFTs you're creating?
So that's definitely a range. It'll be likely in the like $250 to $500.
$250. Okay, very good question. I want to ask you. At $250 to $500, you're obviously going for the mass market. You're not going just for crypto millionaires. How are you going to reach people who don't even know what crypto is?
That's definitely, there will be an exclusivity component to the initial launch, and then beyond that, spoken with Coinbase and several other larger, more mass.
Because this is one of the things that most interests me. When we sold the calligraphy, we went after, it was only $2,000 each, so we weren't going after the crypto millionaires. We were going after everyday people. 9.6 million of the 10 million came through credit card and Coinbase and PayPal. So this, I think, is the movement of the future. If NFTs are going to reach the entire metaverse, rather than just elite, they've got to develop ways of taking every currency, whether someone knows about crypto or not.
That is like the perfect point. When you're talking about mass consumer adoption, if you look at Sweet.io, that was originally built on Bitcoin Cash. They now support Polygon. These are things where they can mint an NFT for 5 cents. It's in the Apple Store. You can buy it with your Apple Pay. You just double click, boom, you've got the NFT. Sweet.io is an app, so it's a custodial wallet, but you can transfer it to your non-custodial wallets. If you don't know crypto, you just leave it where it is and it's nice, safe, and secure. But that credit card onboarding is absolutely the #1 thing. So we've got OpenSea that integrated with MoonPay, but then you have things like Chase and Capital One that when you try and go through MoonPay, they say, fuck off. And so you have to actually onboard your cash to PayPal in order to use MoonPay. So we're getting there, but anyone who can develop a protocol where you are talking about $5, $10, $15 level NFTs, those entry level things, and especially t-shirts in the metaverse that are open editions, unlimited, at $15, but they're super cool, that then leads them into maybe the more uncommon ones that are $50,
well,
$75.
This is, I think, a very good point. It's when you have the $15 to $20 that reaches millions, of which then you really have community. What I want to know, because I've heard the term and I have no idea what it means, what are these DAOs?
Okay.
Is there anyone here who knows what a
DAO,
is?
I am the organizer of the Billionaire Zombies Club DAO. I'm also the only girl, which is funny because I have 17,000 zombies, and I'm the zombie mama. So a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, and this is not something you necessarily want to do unless you trust your community, right? So we had to test the community to make sure they were responsible enough. Again, the foundation of crypto, personal responsibility and self-reliance, a DAO requires that. If you're going to go mass consumer adoption, trust me, they don't know what the heck they're doing, and they really shouldn't be in charge of themselves. So, but when you really want to onboard, especially with a fashion brand, you want that common, unlimited one. You get everybody in it. And one of my favorite things is an unlockable that downloads a wallet card into their phone, just like your boarding pass, right? This is how we do it for the platinum selling Grammy winning artists. They get a wallet card in here. All the links go to locked content. What do they need for that locked content? The NFT, it's token gated access, but then they can get tickets to the concert even before American Express Black Card holders. This is the same thing with fashion. You get all those people into the community, you have a way to reach out and push notify them, but the best part is you give them that access and they can earn by sharing. You give them a whole reward system for spreading the word, just like we do in internet marketing. But you get them to then be your street team to bring people in to the community. And then with that, they get elevated in a DAO. And in a DAO, the whole point is it's your contribution, not how long you've been there or how much you own. We don't care how many zombies you have, and we don't care how long you've been in the community. It's what is your contribution to the community. That is what earns you the rights. So if you create it like that, especially with a fashion brand, then those people who do the most for you, who give you the most exposure, you give them those front row seats at your New York Fashion Week show in the metaverse.
Timo, do you have any plans of how you're going to build your community?
Yeah,
You
so
can share.
we've got a bit of a press angle with Gemini, so that'll be the exclusive launch partner for us. So it's there's more of that'll be an exclusive. We have limited runs of everything that we do for the last 13 years. So it's kind of like a supreme.
How do you get these new young people that want to start getting into fashion stuff that you're doing? I think we're all here because we like NFTs, we're interested, but what do you do? Because you're an interested, great young person, you've got a great mind. Tell people what it's like to start getting fashion NFTs. Start understanding why you want to collect a Birkin bag, a picture of one and not actually the bag. Let us know why people are collecting fashion, why you want the Tina dress that's one of a kind, or why you want a photo of it. You're interesting about that. I think so, right?
Great question.
That's such a great question, and I definitely hope I answer it appropriately. I was in Asia like 7 to 10 times a year for a long time, and there was this whole kind of virtual gamification of life, of everyday life, and that was well ahead of the creation of NFTs, at least to my knowledge. And so I became very interested in how there was this whole alternate, you have a video game motorcycle jacket, or like an animated beanie cap, or something like it. You didn't actually have it in your closet necessarily, but you had it in your possession as a. And I think it's extremely fascinating. I happen to have a brick and mortar store in New York that's next to Supreme. So we, and what we like to say is that we all grew up wearing Supreme. My partners and I have loved Supreme since the 90s. Since like the door of the store opened on Lafayette Street, Broadway, in like the 92, 91. But
we all wanted Supreme. We all wore it, we all bought it, we couldn't get the pieces.
Kate Moss, when she became the face, everyone found out about Supreme. But it's, looking and taking, tearing like some corners of the pages of that playbook, because they are movers and shakers. Like they are, and I've loved how they've gone extremely high with their Tiffany collaboration, and then all the way to spin-offs that are
But
very
that's
accessible.
a really good key, that Supreme did collaborate with Tiffany, and they also have kids on the street that save $200 just to buy a t-shirt. So to cross cultures, to cross money, to cross levels of income is exactly what we're trying to do here by selling the collectible NFTs, correct?
Absolutely.
So everybody can be rich in their NFT, everybody can be poor in their NFT, everybody can be mid-class in their NFT. You can buy just like the next person because they're all priced similar. You pick your price point just like shopping at Macy's or shopping at Saks. And you're living a life where You can create a life that you couldn't have right now until you sold the NFTs you bought for more, or you could create a life as big as you wanted, but you also can still hide, which is kind of charming, and it's really no one's business what's in your pocket. They can look at your NFT wallet.
So we're running out of time, so I want to just start at the
Wait, I was just gonna say, there's an app called Zerion, Z-E-R-I-O-N. The minute you see somebody buy an NFT, yeah, I can look in their wallet, I can see exactly how much money they have because everything's on the blockchain. But also think about this, we have Rent the Runway in real life. You're gonna rent a dress for one night, for a party. In the metaverse, we're going to be having parties. You're going to be wanting to be dressed up. We're going to have red carpet events. The same thing can happen. The way that we have NFTs and the technology that's available, you'll be able to rent those high fashion pieces that you could not have spent $200,000 or $300,000 on the Tina dress, but you can wear it on the red carpet by renting it or leasing it. And you can also take your NFTs that you buy and you can stake them, you can borrow against them, and you can buy more. And that's just like real estate flipping where you mortgage the property and then buy another one. It's the same exact thing that you can do with fashion. So you can actually accumulate. I have 18 pairs of Louboutins. 18. That is ridiculous in real life because 11 of them are beige and these are my favorites. So it's kind of pointless that I have that many pairs of beige Louboutins. They're all 6-inch heels.
Really quick, that's amazing. So something so special like the beautiful pendant that she's wearing right now. And this is also talking about authenticity. So when Marla and I did a 1.5 year research about designing this beautiful diamond, pave diamond dolphin, we worked with the leading veterinarians around the world, and that pendant with a master jeweler setter took him 7 months to set, just to give you an idea. There's $581.
Diamond.
581.
I'll take it!
It's, sorry, thank you, Squirrel.
It's actually very comfortable in the weight. It's very calming.
It is, thank you.
Spiritual necklace. I'm loving this.
Thank you, and the dolphin is a spirit totem, but there's just under 6 carats of diamond, and this is something talking about validation that no one has ever shared. This piece is already starting off for the first bid of $75,000, just to give you an idea.
Worth it.
A piece, and it doesn't matter what company, I'm not going to name names, let's call it a Panther, with 1 carat of diamonds being sold at retail for $92,000. I'm just giving you an example of talking about true cost versus inflated. The diamond ring that we already have a bid of $500,000 would sell in the store retail with a brand name for $1.5 million. So we're talking about, again, authentic pricing, not retail or ego pricing.
That's important.
The Trinity collection, same thing. We've had a bid of $25 million. It's priceless. If even someone came to Marla and I and said, I have $50 million, I want another chameleon diamond or a 40 karat heart shape, there's not another one in the world. So this is talking about speaking our truth, being authentic. Everything we're talking about, again, the common good, to bring awareness and truth into this world in a time that's so needed. So, sorry I get so emotional, but it's time to let the
Marla,
world...
you get two sentences. We're running out of time.
Well, I think this is exactly what we're all talking about, the energy in space, being in the metaverse, fashion, jewelry. This is the way of the future. This is the way it's going to be, all interconnected, all working together, blockchain. It's just fascinating, and I'm excited to be a part of it, excited to be sitting next to this man, happy to be with this man, and you bringing us all together. Couldn't be more
Thank
grateful.
you. Wayne, any last words?
I just think that everybody should take the chance. Take the chance on trying something new, because I'm telling you, the people in this room are not going to get left behind. I wasn't interested in this. I'm 56 years old. Bill got me interested, and I'm telling you, I went for it. I love it. I love the people I've met here and the connections, and you know what? I own something that I bought that I never thought I would own. I actually bought an NFT of a horse. I have 4 horses, but I've got another one down in the metaverse. I've got a horse that I would love to be riding right now. So you know you do, take the chance, make the jump, and you know what? It's all authentic, and the best thing she said is, remember that blockchain certificate is going to be the thing that carries you into the future. You are going to own a piece, and it is going to be in a blockchain. It's going to connect us all forever.
And I I would say if you want to experiment, there are a number of blockchains. You could, if you have not bought an NFT yet, you really want to make sure you write down your public key and your private key. I mentioned in an earlier thing, I was early, 2009, pre-wallet, lost 2,500 Bitcoin. Don't be me. So make sure you write down your seed recovery phrase, make sure you write down your public key, your private key, the password when you set up your MetaMask, those kinds of things. And then also, you can browse OpenSea. You can, on the Polygon chain, it's really easy to experiment because it's really, really inexpensive and you don't have $250 gas fees. So you can buy a $5 pair of leggings and a $10 motorcycle jacket and just play, experiment. Start small, and then when you find something you absolutely adore, invest in that.
And Timo, you get the last word.
I mean, this is a hard act to follow. I'm still in the 2,500 Bitcoin. Okay, never mind. I won't talk about it. But yeah, I think the key word that I love is play.
Play. It is play. I have to say, I didn't even know what an NFT was 9 months ago. And I'm completely technophobic, but I'm having a ball getting involved with these amazing people who are doing NFTs. My own company is a publishing company and a film company, and our mission statement is to help authors and publishers create and distribute books to create a better world. I love what we do with our books and our films, but I actually think you can reach more people more quickly with NFTs.
Yeah.
And the reason I'll let you speak again. Okay, you're special. VC NFT's motto is NFTs for the common good. It really is about giving back. I mean, once you've made $10, $20 million, money doesn't really do that much unless you're able to share it and to have a positive impact on this world. So I really encourage, I know we've got some crypto billionaires in the room, and give back in whatever ways. Most of you already are, but the NFT is a way to really be effective. I'll give you one more, and then I want to just close.
Where do they bid on all this stuff?
Where do they bid?
Tell them where to go.
You guys need to know where to go bid.
Where do they go? Do you know? Because
VC NFT.
But for example, the calligraphy I know is shoptransformativeart.com. I mean, this is the thing. I really am not. I just doing this for the fun of it, so I actually don't know. I'm not a salesperson in this sense.
I think
I don't even know the URLs.
You can go to vcinft.com, and you can go and you can find all the things for sale for here. You can go to ScotLukasNFT.com.
Addison Taylor NFT.com.
So just talk to us before we leave, and we'll tell you.
Yeah,
where you can bid on
we
this
have
stuff.
a little time. The gracious host has allowed us at least another hour for networking, and I want to thank our host, Scott of Token Society.
Thank you, Scott.
Scott is
Scott.
so gracious.
If you can find him, shake his hand, say thank you. You've had a fabulous day.
Yeah. Scott, we just really appreciate so much what you're doing for everyone here. And I encourage people to come back tomorrow. We're going to have more speakers. It's going to be more fun.
9:30 a.m.
And 9:30
Not more fun
a.m.
than us.
Well, some of us will be here at noon. But many of us...
I was just going to say, I'm not nice before 10 a.m. and 3 cups of coffee, so you won't see
really
me.
encourage you to explore the Token Society, support them, and support everyone on this panel and on all the previous panels. We're really making a difference in the world, and a very positive difference.
Thank you all for coming. And as Bill mentioned, we are going to be allowed to mix, mingle, and make some magic here for a little while longer. And I did tell you, whatever it is you're looking for, I bet you it's already in this room. So if you haven't met that person, maybe go introduce yourself to a stranger. Should we make that a game? And then figure out who is the most interesting person that you have met. Please follow @GritDaily on all the socials. Thank Grit Daily, and then tell people who you met, who was awesome. Pimp each other. That's always one of my favorite networking tactics. I want to thank you all for coming. We want to thank Token Society. This has been a fabulous day. We are back tomorrow for more awesome.